Bros. We are at Smoke District for the second time in a row here. Thank you to Smoke District for allowing us to shoot here. And happy birthday, Moneyline Kev.
Thank you. For my birthday, I went 3-0 again, which is awesome.
Yes.
I love it.
Speaking of 3-0, we both win 3-0.
Yeah, we get to share the duck.
Shared duck.
Yeah.
Shared joint custody.
That's right.
And Ryan is on location in Poland, so he'll be back on the broadcast next week.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot to cover today. We're going to dig into some NFL action.
Absolutely.
Pick us up, O?
Absolutely, I'd love to. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers took care of business against San Francisco 49ers. Love that game.
Awesome game.
It was the first time we've taken victory formation all season, so I love that.
Yeah.
Fun game to watch. Baker it's funny because he missed his rush prop by 2 yards because the line was set at 17.5. He ran the ball for a first down, 15 yards, so that was kind of cool to watch.
Yeah.
But just enjoy the game. I mean, it's got Kadon involved. Buka played for a bit of that, most of that game. I think that's the game he kind of got injured.
Got hurt
during that game.
Yeah, but we had Johnson & Johnson in there.
Oh my God, Johnson
Tez,
came to that. Did you watch that catch?
I didn't see that.
Baker airs the ball.
Oh, no, I did. Yeah.
Tez just lays out
it was
for
so cool
it.
because it went past him and his hands just caught it right in the middle of the ball.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
yes.
like a backyard football.
Yeah, it's funny because I watched a lot of Tez Johnson because in the preseason games, like he made the practice squad and he made second team and stuff, and then it was kind of cool because after that game he was like, man, they're chanting my name. So he sits on the sideline with Chris Godwin and he's like, hey man, they were chanting MVP, and he goes, yeah. He's like, I didn't do anything this season. He goes, it's because Baker threw you the ball. He's like, that makes sense. It's for Baker, not you.
Yeah.
So that was just a cool game to watch, and everyone's very excited about it. So I'm excited about the energy coming out of Tampa. So.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's been a fun year to watch so far. The games have been crazy, but there's always those Super Bowl runs, those special teams, they find a way to win. Guys that are deep in the depth chart pull up. I mean, it's just been something special about this team early on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely see it. And I would love to see us all get healthy. So we have a tough game against the Lions, and then we have a game against the Saints, and then we are on bye. So hopefully that'll kind of help the rest to get some players back all in there.
Yeah.
So that was actually one of my plays was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that was right. I went 2 for 3 last week. That being one of the ones that was good. Thank you. I stay consistent.
Hey man, that's winning.
That's winning, exactly. I did pick New England to beat New Orleans. They covered 3.5. That was a good game. We're starting to see a lot of Drake May kind of coming into his own.
Yeah.
I think your co-host had a different view, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Ryan, I think, was on the other side.
You're right. Yeah, he was on the New Orleans side. That's right. He was on opposite sides of both of us, actually. So he double wears the shame hat this week.
He's going to have to wear the shame hat.
He's going to have to wear the shame hat next week just because of that. So, Ryan, you're wearing the shame hat.
We won't forget.
We won't forget. It's on tape. And then the one I did miss, which is such a wild thing because to me, it's like the Cowboys can do it on offense, but their defense just can't hold off the points. So if you watch that game, they had it. It was a game where all they had to do was just play some defense and stop Carolina, and they just couldn't do it. So Carolina wins by a field goal. I mean, essentially 3 points, but it's just one of those things where it's hard to figure out how the outcome of the Dallas game is going to be because of their defense.
Yeah,
all season.
It was a surprise game for Rico Dowdle too. It was a revenge game.
What's funny? It was exactly that. He basically went in there and tore it up. In his last 2 games, he's had, I think I wrote it down, Rico Dowdle has had 446 all-purpose yards in 2 games. That is insane.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. No Chuba Hubbard. Give him the ball. He can catch it. He can run it. He's just a great player right now. So he is on fire. So, any games that stick out to you?
Going 3 for 3. A lot of games. The game that I did take against Ryan's suggestion was Detroit at Kansas City. I took Kansas City at -2. Detroit is a great team, but Kansas City, they've just been stepping it up. So I kind of saw that coming, and it wasn't much of a sweat. They won 30-17.
Yeah.
So, it was pretty good. And then Bijan Robinson went off. He did. Fantastic.
And they
That's
won.
your guy, man.
And they won.
Yeah. He had 19 rushes for 170 yards.
Wow.
Now, what was really cool is I caught some of the game, and I saw he had 40 rushing yards at the end of the first quarter. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Good
And
start,
then he just had an 80-yard rush for a touchdown.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah. That's
What do you
why
get for
I pick it.
receiving yards? Because you did the all-purpose, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't do the all-purpose.
Oh, you just
this
did rushing.
time. Yeah, I just did rushing,
Nice.
but I think he had around 60 receiving yards. So
just
the
had a great
all-purpose
game.
would have hit.
He had a great game.
Yeah, he had a
riding
fantastic
that
game.
thing.
And then to go along with New England, I had Drake May with over 1.5 touchdowns, touchdown passes. So he got that in the first quarter, and I don't think he threw another touchdown pass after that.
No.
I think they just ran the ball.
Yeah, I've been doing some research on Drake May, and he has had at least 2 passing touchdowns every game except one
Yeah.
against the Bills, and then he still had 273 yards. So that team is hot.
Yeah, they're doing well. They're doing really
It's always
well.
cool when you like hit your number like first quarter, and you can just chill.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, don't
Like,
even
not
have to
sweating
sweat.
it, yeah.
So and then the Bucks game. We love the Bucks. So
Yes.
that was really fun to watch. Really watch us not have to have a nail biter to the end.
Yeah. Awesome
Baker's
game.
so much fun. Baker for MVP. He's got my vote.
Oh, yeah,
I wouldn't
me
be
too.
surprised. He's got to be like the leading candidate.
Top 3. He's
Top
top
three.
3.
Okay.
It still has Patrick Mahomes, and I think Josh Allen is up there with the top 3, but we'll see.
Yeah.
You want to kick us off with your picks? 3-0?
Yeah.
I mean, you have the duck.
So let's do it. Hey, I'm
double
sharing
duck.
the duck.
Yeah.
Double duck. Double down on the duck.
Okay, let's see. So my first pick is going to go to Los Angeles. I am picking the Colts, who are playing Los Angeles against the Chargers. So I'm just picking them to win. Money
The Colts.
line. The Colts.
Okay.
The Colts are underdogs, but only by 1.5 points.
Yeah.
So they're expecting a close game. But the Chargers defense, they haven't looked great. Their offense is kind of stepping it up again, since the first game. But the Colts, their defense is like middle of the road. So I feel like they're going to be able to hold down some of the points, and I think they're going to walk away with it. And it's at plus 110, so you get that plus money
Nice,
added
little
in
extra
there,
money.
right?
I'm here for that game. I really like Jonathan Taylor props. Whatever you can get on him, I feel like just smash.
Yeah.
Touchdowns or yards?
Just yards. You can
Yards.
do probably rushing, maybe even on purpose. But I mean, I think the line is usually like in the 80s. It's what you can kind of look out for. But I mean, he does a great job.
Yeah.
Running that ball.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does. So I'm gonna go with the second game, another game, and I'm gonna go with Green Bay. They're set up to win by 6.5 points against Arizona, and they're playing in Arizona.
Oh wow.
But a funny thing, I was listening to another podcast earlier today. They mentioned, Green Bay, Arizona's not that far from them, and their fans, they'll go.
They'll
They
travel.
travel, man.
They'll
They
travel.
do. They're everywhere.
So expect to
Cheeseheads
see,
move.
Yeah, expect to see a lot of Green Bay fans at that game, and it's by a touchdown. I'm pretty sure they're going to pick it up. They're going to do it against the Cardinals.
I
who
think
haven't-
airport security is going to see a lot of cheese heads in luggage.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. They're going to be packed. Hopefully, they can vacuum pack them. It's
true.
Squeeze that foam down.
Get in your carry-on versus having to check a bag. I agree.
And then for my third pick, I'm going to go back to Green Bay. I'm picking Jordan Love over 11.5 rushing yards. So that prop sits at minus 115 on the odds, which is pretty good considering Jordan Love has hit that prop in 4 of his last 5 games. The only time he didn't hit it was, I believe, the first game where he got 9 yards.
So Kevin, you'll be watching the Packers game.
I'll be watching the Packers game. I feel like it's going to be a good game either way.
Yeah.
They're a rivalry, they're a small rivalry that they like to.
Is that the Sunday night game? What time's that at?
That is a great question.
If it's Arizona, I would bet on 425.
Okay,
yeah, I
makes
think it's
sense.
a 4:00 game.
Cool. I'm gonna watch
And then on top of that too, just as a side note, Arizona has allowed on average 11.3 rushing yards per game to the QBs. And the other thing too is Green Bay just came off their bye, so they're going to
wow.
be a little
Oh
rested.
man,
I love it.
research, Kev.
I love that.
it.
Yeah, and then as kind of an extra pick, I'm not officially taking it, but I did see that Jackson Smith and Jigba is on at least the Hard Rock app for an anytime touchdown at plus 120.
Still,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
And
He's
I-
on fire.
I feel like that might be a little bit of a steal. They're playing Houston, so they're probably gonna have to step it up because Houston does have a decent defense, and with Kenneth Walker not playing at the level he should be playing.
Yeah, it's wild to see that.
I feel like they're going to pass the ball, and JSN, he's been on fire.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to watch these games.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
All right, what do you got?
So for this week 7 picks, I am taking, instead of fading Carolina, I think I'm realizing that the team is just kind of doing some things that weren't expected this season. So I'm going to take Carolina they're playing in New Jersey. As we know, the New York Jets play in New Jersey Meadowlands. I'm going to take Carolina to win by 1. Like I mentioned before, Rico Dowdle is just doing something that we haven't seen in a while as far as a running back. I do know Chuba Hubbard's expected to be back. So you might see some of the yardage. I mean, the kind of carries maybe get split. I don't think they'll go down the middle. I still think you kind of ride the hot hand. Plus, if you're coming back from an injury, it's kind of hard to just give him the ball entirely. And the fact that he can catch and run, I just think that they're going to really lean into that. So if you don't have to put the ball in the air as much, why would you? But if you do, I still like Carolina having Bryce. Bryce is doing some really good things with I guys think Leggett. Tyler Leggett.
Leggett, yeah.
Leggett, yes. Yeah. Yes, Leggett. So it's one of those things where I can see them winning, and the Carolina is like a sleepy team to me, so I'm here for that. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're having a decent year, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're right there. Xavier Leggett.
Leggett.
Took me a second.
Xavier
the
Leggett.
win total like 6.5 or something for Carolina?
No, -1. So funny you should say that. I was hoping to come in and be like, I got a dog for you guys to pick.
Right.
Take the money line. It switched. It went from them being the dog to being the favorite by a point.
Crazy, right?
It is.
Yeah.
So
what was their win total at the beginning of the season?
I thought it was 6.5.
Was it 6.5?
It wasn't really high.
No,
Yeah.
they're leaning
they're
towards it to be
expected
over.
to be the bottom.
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, they expect.
You have the over.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because usually if I had to place our division before the season started for us, like I mentioned, the Bucks win our division. We are number 1 at 5-1. Then I would have put Atlanta at 2nd. I would have put the Saints, and then I would have put Carolina. Now I'm kind of seeing Carolina kind of bounce the Saints down, and they could probably chase and catch the Falcons. Mm-hmm. Although the Falcons just beat the Bills on Monday night, so we shall see. But yeah, it's fun watching them kind of step up a little bit.
Yeah.
So
And I mean it's turned out to be a tough division too, between the Bucks and the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure Carolina is going to catch up to our speed or the Falcon or Atlanta's speed, and New Orleans, they like to get feisty, but they just can't seem to pull out the wins.
Yep.
it's hard to fade the Saints at home when they're in that dome. But I mean, I think that was one of the picks because they did play. New England played them in New Orleans, and the Patriots were still able to win,
Patriots
overcome that
won,
one.
yeah.
So pick 1, Carolina. Pick 2 for me is the Cleveland Browns versus Miami. I like the Browns -2.5. A lot of turmoil in that Miami locker room.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard some of the chatter.
It's been ugly. It's been bad.
I mean, Tua coming out saying that a lot of the key players maybe aren't like watching tape enough or showing up to meetings on time.
They're just not in it.
They're just not in it.
Saying.
And then the players backlashed and said, even retired players, I think, said, I played for you, and I know how you weren't always on time for those meetings and stuff like that too.
Man,
So
infighting.
it's one of those. So and I was listening to a report about the weather not being great in Cleveland. So if you have to tell me that the ball's going to be the total's low as it is, it's like 35.
I think it's the lowest one of the week.
Lowest
it is like
of the week.
35.
So if you have to give me a rush, put the rush for rush as far as you have Quentin Jenkins or Quinshon Junkins or Mr. HN.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Browns. I just think their team is set up for that. Plus, their defense is going to be better to kind of contain that type of run either way.
I'm with you on that.
I'm on the Browns on that. So Browns for pick 2. And pick 3, I am taking the New England Patriots over Tennessee. The New England Patriots is a 7-point favorite. I think the Patriots they're just turning it on at the right time. Mm-hmm. This will be fun too. This will be the first time that Mike Vrabel is back in Tennessee after being fired 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see a little bit of that that revenge game, that chip on the shoulder.
Yeah.
You love a story like that. So you get fired about it.
I'm excited. Now,
So-
would you buy it down to 6.5?
You could. I think they'll cover. I think they'll roll them. I think if Vrabel's up by, I don't think he's going to back off points. I think if he can do it, he will. And as I mentioned, Drake May has thrown at least a passing touchdowns in every game, at least 2 touchdowns every single game. One he threw 1 for 3, and then the other one they didn't need to. They still beat the Bills. So I think that they're just going to go ahead and just do what they have to do on offense and let the defense kind of contain what they got.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Love that. So those are my 3 picks for this week.
I like it. You guys have some good stuff going on. All right,
Yes.
we'll talk about college here. Last week was kind of crazy for college. A couple games that were surprising. So Kevin mentioned I did go 3-0 on college.
Yes.
So my wins were USF was only a half a point favorite against North Texas. I watched that game. The first quarter was touch and go, and they looked. I wasn't sure if we were going to win that one, and then all of a sudden, like second half, the talent level between North Texas and USF was on full display. They balled out. They won big, so that was cool that happened. I also had Missouri plus 3.5 at home against Alabama. Close game. They lost by 3, but we covered by half a point. And then the other win was San Diego State against Nevada at minus 7.5. Aztecs are cooking.
Yeah.
So that was cool that they got the win there.
Big win.
A couple games that were kind of interesting for me. So Indiana was Oregon and Indiana played, and Oregon is ranked 3rd. Indiana was ranked 7th. Indiana won by 10 points. I'll be honest, I did not see that happening. Indiana is legit. Like they are playing lights out. Their new head coach today just got an $82 million 8-year extension.
Whoa.
They are all in. Like that team is cooking. So them to watch out. Last week too, I remember on this show we talked about Texas and Oklahoma. I was like, I don't know. I'm going to lay off that one. I just wasn't really sure. Texas won 23-6. So
Wow.
the Longhorns got it done.
Texas had their quarterback who was questionable, right?
Oklahoma's.
Oh, that was
Minter.
Oklahoma.
He played, but he was not effective.
Okay.
He had a thumb injury.
Hook 'em horns.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then this is why college football is so crazy to bet on. So Utah got pounded by Texas Tech a couple weeks ago, which we were surprised. Arizona State's been playing well. I had Arizona State. I made a little short while fishing with my son on that one. Totally wrong. I was way off. Utah won 42-10. I mean, I was like, what the hell? It's so hard.
Yeah.
These teams will do amazing against this team. Then the other team plays that same team and they blow them out. So
It's like a roller coaster.
that was surprising. And then you were laughing last week because I was like, I was wrong on Penn State when they lost to UCLA. So this was my get back game against Northwestern, and they lost flat out. They were a 22.5 point favorite. So now James Franklin's gone. Penn State's just, it is so crazy heading into the season. Penn State, they lost to Notre Dame in the semifinals in the college football playoff. Arguably have the best running back duo, maybe questionable with Notre Dame's, but their expectations were a national champion this year, and they lost to Northwestern. It's bad.
And I feel like there was a lot more drama there that we didn't
So
see.
much.
Yeah. I mean, what was it? The Penn State coach had a big buyout to get him.
$50 million.
Yeah, just to get him out of his contract. That's nuts.
I mean, if you think about it, between Penn State and Clemson, those are two top 6 teams that are just brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting slaughtered on those teams. So, all right, this week's games, there's a couple I really, really like. I don't know why the odds makers made these choices, but LSU is ranked 10th. They have a great defense. They're on the road at Vanderbilt. Surprisingly, Vanderbilt's a 2.5 point favorite. So unless there's some crazy injuries I'm not aware of, I really like LSU to win flat out. Another game that was surprising is 6-0 undefeated Georgia Tech, who's ranked 12th, is playing against Duke, who's 4-2 and unranked. Duke is a 1.5 point favorite.
Oh, wow.
So I literally did a triple check. I would have thought LSU would be favored by 8. I would have thought Georgia Tech could be favored by 9, and they're both dogs.
Yeah,
So
I like it.
Those to me are hit those up. This game was interesting. So Washington is 5-1. They're playing Michigan, who just came off of a loss to USC, 30-15, and Michigan is a 5.5 point favorite. So again, I don't really like that. I think Washington either wins that game or they keep it within a field goal.
Okay.
So I'm on Washington on that one. My last 2 picks, I have Texas A&M. I would go money line over Arkansas. They are a 7.5 point favorite, but I do like Texas A&M will probably win by 10, 14. They'll probably roll them, but if you want to be conservative, you can do the money line on that one. And then my last game is Ole Miss at Georgia. Georgia is a 7.5 point favorite. I don't really get that line either. This is a weird week.
Yeah.
I think Ole Miss could win flat out or certainly keep it within a field goal. So I'll give you my top 3 picks are LSU, Georgia Tech, and Ole Miss. And just for fun, we were talking about this before the show, I've got a $20 parlay if you want to do that pays out $620, and it's LSU to win, Georgia Tech to win, Ole Miss to win, Texas A&M to win, Alabama to win, and Notre Dame to win, all on the money line, no points.
Okay.
So the only game that's statistically kind of a stretch is Ole Miss because they're a 6.5-point dog.
Mm-hmm.
But $20, that's kind of fun to see if you can pick up 620. So that's my my pick for the week here, and so
We're alive, baby.
Yeah,
We're alive.
let's do it live.
Smoke District. All right, so if you want to turn 20 into 620, feel free to do that play. Put it in the comments. All right, boys, what do we got left? Any other things to cover?
Do we want to go through just read off our picks real quick?
Go for it.
For the people who skip past the video.
Want to skip to the end? Fair enough.
All right, so for me, it's going to be the Indianapolis Colts over the Los Angeles Chargers playing in Los Angeles. It's going to be Green Bay over Arizona at -6.5. The Colts is the money line. Green Bay is the points. And then Jordan Love at over 11.5 rushing yards. And that's mine.
My NFL
Nice.
picks is Carolina -1 over the New York Jets, Cleveland Browns -2.5 over Miami, and the New England Patriots to cover 7 points against Tennessee in the Mike Vrabel revenge game.
Yeah, baby. I'm
Nice.
excited to watch that. And my college picks again are LSU, Georgia Tech, Ole Miss. Happy birthday, Mr. Kevin.
Thank you.
Thank
Happy
you,
birthday,
Smoke.
Moneyline Kid.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Smoke
Yes,
District,
thank
for
you.
having us back. And Ryan will be back. And have a good time in Poland, buddy. We'll see you next week on the broadcast. Thanks for joining us.
Signing off. See you guys.
Thank
Take
you.
care.